for a show from Anthony Richardson. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Ravens and the Steelers. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's...
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. And his first look is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They go play action now. Lawrence, open man. There's Darnell Washington. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. Right now, they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away their time.
They'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, so how you plan to move the ball against this defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done, and that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
Yeah, this number 1 defense, they can put that on their highlight reel. They have been able to stop. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the year. And the Steelers will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Now, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Cleveland to return from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So a long field ahead for the Ravens to start things out. And they'll be let out by their 6-year quarterback.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Bijan Robinson, 75 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete. For a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right in the beginning.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie. And they start 1st and 10.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Now some the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
They go play action with Richardson.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone. And that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. It's Norris. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Now a 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll start by running the option to the right. Powers through. And he will his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Anthony Richardson
Keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
they'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Chris, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
This is 2nd and 8. Richardson working from the gun.
He's got the hook up here to Nelson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 55 yards.
And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
To the right side and complete to Washington. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Dominic Washington.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are back within a score.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Cleveland to return from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second down and 8. Now it's Richardson.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Robinson diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Now Lawrence to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a throw again is Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now Lawrence. He gets this one complete to Bowden.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw caught by Higgins.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
T. Higgins
With career touchdown number 60.
And the Steelers are able to cut into this close lead in the final seconds of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators.
Having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. Point after, right down the middle. They're within 7 now, 28-21. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
A final shot before the half. Richardson flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. Tajay Spears with a touchdown run. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Falcons locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And that one, all tied. It was a former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson, who was tough to stop in that first half. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's second and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he will have
first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. This one caught over the middle by Burnett. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
And plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off play action, Richardson. And Nelson's got it here right side. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And Richardson completes a quick one out wide.
Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive where you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with the touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off. So you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Lawrence. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Play action. Now Richardson.
He completes it to Nelson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 45. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Again, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
They'll run on first down. Grubbs.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Lawrence will throw.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 10 yards out.
And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Cleveland to return from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. this before being stopped at the 28.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second down and 6 now.
Got an open man, it's Burnett. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Quick throw completed by Richardson.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Robinson.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 26. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first and 10, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Lawrence going to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Now Lawrence on first down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Norris.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Automatic first down.
It's a throw again as Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. That's Norris. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Now Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
On third down, Lawrence. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. That one is caught by Hunt. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's Richardson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. Now it's 2nd and 10. That's out quickly to Hyatt. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here we go, gotta have it, Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it.
The onside kick recovered by the Steelers.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Baltimore, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.